Is Amber Heard being cancelled by Warner Brothers from Aquaman? Have you seen the new Warner Brothers drama? So stay tuned and we'll fill you in on everything you need to know. It involves two of their worst choices in the last 2 decades, Amber Heard and Ezra Miller. People are dissatisfied with Warner Bros. And how it has handled its stars. Amber and Ezra have been the company's biggest train wrecks for the last few years. Both actors, who are due to star in Aquaman and The Lost Kingdom and The Flash, have been involved in controversies involving physical abuse, deceit, and manipulation. It's difficult to keep kids out of trouble, let alone quiet about the current turmoil. Hello, and welcome to another fantastic video from our channel, Celebrity Vibe. In this video, we'll look at how Warner Bros. Canceled the Aquaman series due to Amber. But first, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Let's get this started. Heard is fresh off a court battle with her ex-husband, Johnny Depp, in which the jury found her guilty on all counts of defamation. Since then, the Aquaman 2 actress has been on a media frenzy, calling the judgment unfair and condemning the social media campaigns launched against her throughout the trial. Heard's recent interview appearances appear to have exacerbated the anger, with numerous people demanding Warner Bros. To replace her as Mera in the DC Extended Universe. Heard will still appear in the upcoming Aquaman sequel, with a reported screen time of about 25 minutes. As the trial continued earlier this year, garnering headlines for the two actors' nasty legal struggle, rumors began to circulate about the impact the trial would have had on Heard's future with the Aquaman franchise. Talking about other roles seems difficult for her at this moment, as there's no way she'll get out of there with a new role. At one time, there was even speculation that Warner Bros. Had cut Heard's role and was looking for a new actress to play Mera in the sequel to 2018's box office hit. Emilia Clarke, Jason Momoa's Game of Thrones ex-co-star, has emerged as a favorite to replace Heard. A rising number of people, many of them die-hard DC fans, have pledged to boycott Heard's Aquaman 2 and Miller's The Flash. This is a disappointing development for the comic book film studio, especially since both projects would have been critical in propelling the DC Extended Universe forward. While Amber Heard has stated that she has not been dropped from any major film projects, Depp has not. Disney withdrew Depp from the 6th chapter of Pirates of the Caribbean in December 2018, shortly after Heard's Washington Post op-ed, in which she reveals specific instances of abuse but does not name Depp as her abuser, was published. When Heard's lawyer, Ben Rottenborn, asked about a Daily Mail report claiming Depp was out as Jack Sparrow, Depp addressed the event during his cross-examination. According to an April 20 Variety story, Depp testified, "I wasn't aware of that. But that doesn't surprise me. 2 years had passed with relentless worldwide speculation about me being this wife-beater. So I'm sure Disney was attempting to cut ties in order to be safe." The #MeToo movement was in full swing at the time. "I would be a fool not to believe that Ms. Heard's statements had an impact on my career, whether they included my name or not," he went on. Depp went on to say that his career was done the second the claims were made against me. This is one of the reasons Edward Scissorhands began to seek vengeance. Johnny Depp allegedly tried to have Amber Heard dismissed from Aquaman, and he also allegedly requested Kevin Sugihara, the former chairman of Warner Bros., to blacklist the actress from the studio entirely. Insiders connected to a case between Johnny Depp and his former attorney, Jake Bloom, have stated that the lawyer bribed a number of powerful Hollywood figures, including Sugihara and Heard's ex-boyfriend, Elon Musk. According to this report, Depp approached Sugihara in 2017 and requested that he fire Heard from Aquaman and prevent her from pursuing other projects. Months previously, Depp had made his film debut as the Wicked Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Warner Bros. Spin-off to the Harry Potter franchise, a part that was expanded in its latest sequel, and he was still anticipated to return in 3 more sequels. Unfortunately, as we all know, he was forced to cancel his multi-million-dollar contract with the team. His attempts to bring Amber down, however, were futile. Sugihara was unwilling to accept Depp's request because Amber Heard had previously played Mera in Justice League, which was released in 2016. According to the version, Depp tried to prevent Heard from getting gigs at other studios where he also had sway around the time of their breakup in 2016. However, Sugihara is the only studio executive who has been presented with a deposition notice. Finally, we know how this narrative ends. The jury gave Depp $15 million and Heard $2 million. Because punitive damages in Virginia are limited to $350,000, the $15 million verdict was lowered to $10.35 million. In the verdict's decision, the judge did not explain why he rejected Heard's other allegations. Amber was enraged when the verdict was announced. Heard contended, among other things, that the $10 million verdict is unsupported by the facts and appears to show that jurors failed to focus on the consequences of the 2018 op-ed as they were intended to. Instead, looking widely at the damage Depp's reputation suffered. Heard's lawyers also contended that the verdicts for Depp on the one hand and Heard on the other hand are illogical. The jury's contradictory conclusions are incoherent and irreconcilable, wrote Elaine Bredehoft and Benjamin Rottenborn. It is important to remember that the trial was sparked ahead of the release of Aquaman, when Heard wrote an op-ed piece for the Washington Post detailing how, following her divorce from Depp, questions about her continuing to play Mara arose, while she also revealed that she was recast in another film and dropped as the face of a global fashion brand. While there have been rumors of the ex-return husbands to the cinema alongside Winona Ryder in the sequel to Beetlejuice directed by Tim Burton, it appears that Warner Bros. Pictures held a top management meeting to cancel the actress's scenes from Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, fulfilling the wish of Depp's fans who have even started a petition on Change.org, with more than 4.5 million signatures to oust her from the prologue. As we all know, it wasn't cancelled, just delayed, and her screen time was reduced. The move should keep unfavorable press away from the sequel to the blockbuster starring Jason Momoa, which is set to hit theaters in March 2023. But it also confirms the Danish girl star's agent's forecast that her future as a big studio star has ended. Her reputation has suffered greatly, evoking a line from Heard's Daily Mail article, "I have felt the full weight of our culture's anger against women speaking up." After 52 days of testimony, cross-examining and counter-arguments, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's defamation lawsuit was resolved on June 1. The jury found Depp guilty and awarded him considerable monetary damages. Many trial observers, however, were perplexed as to whether Heard would face extra legal charges and possible incarceration. To be clear, this is exceedingly unlikely because the action was founded on both parties' defamation claims, making it a civil case. However, the actress is still facing perjury charges in Australia for unlawfully importing 2 canines into the nation in 2015. The actress allegedly lied about importing Depp's 2 Yorkshire Terriers during her evidence in an Australian court. Will Amber Heard be found guilty of perjury charges? Following the trial, the jury unanimously ruled that all 3 of Johnny Depp's defamation allegations against Amber Heard were genuine. They gave him $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages. Meanwhile, Heard's second count of claims was accepted by the jury, and she was awarded $2 million in compensatory damages. Both sides technically won their separate lawsuits against each other, with Johnny coming out on top. To answer many Depp fans' questions, Heard is unlikely to go to prison unless she is charged with perjury. In their final statements, they implied that the Aquaman actor had lied throughout her testimony. These, however, were only claims made by the counsel during their speech to the jurors and should be viewed with caution. No further legal action will be taken against Heard unless and until it is established that he lied under oath in court and committed perjury. Furthermore, because perjury convictions in civil proceedings are extremely rare, even if charged with lying under oath, Heard will not risk jail time. If Heard is found to have committed perjury during the trial, the $2 million compensatory damage award she is due from Depp might be tossed out because it would undermine her ex-attorney spouse, Adam Waldman's, defamation allegations. In court, the 36-year-old actress claimed that Waldman's statement calling Amber Heard's allegations hoaxes had affected her career. As a result, if Heard is charged with perjury, her allegations against Waldman will be found to be untrue. Was Amber's biggest blunder meeting Johnny Depp? Do you think it's reasonable, or would you give Amber another chance in front of the camera? That's all we have for now. Thank you for your time. What are your thoughts on this? Please leave your feedback in the comments area. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next video.